Hey guys, it's Sean at eMiniSchool. It's Monday, June 28th. So let's look at the market for today. This is the Russell 3 minute. So we'll go over the outlook we had, but we'll look at the charts first. So here's the 3 minute chart, blue bar high. That was the high of the day. Okay, we'll look at the ES. The ES did not have a blue bar high of the day. Okay, so let's look at the NQ. And the NQ did have blue bar. And actually, on the NQs today we opened up. Or actually, Friday, we had blue bars here saying big move starting. Okay, this was the contraction, and then this is the expansion. So the blue bars give us a good heads up that we are starting to expand out of this contraction zone. Okay, so today on the NQs, we basically opened up, had blue bars that's saying that this move down is most likely over. Okay, so from this low, we come up, we have a blue bar high, indicators high, saying that this move is over. Okay, so the ES did not have 3 minute blue bars on the high. This is why we want to look at all three markets. Okay, because if one of them is topping out or two of them out of the three, then the other market's going to roll over as well. Okay, so the ES doesn't really expand as much as the NQ and the Russell. So we want to watch those as it heads up so we don't take the ES long when we're getting blue bars at the high. So basically we pull back, we retrace this move. We had a little bit of a correction pattern and basically just chopped the rest of the day. So let's look at one more thing. On the ES on this correction, or actually the NQs, it's a little bit choppy. Okay, let's look at the ES. Okay, also choppy. Okay, now let's look at the Russell. Okay, from this high, see how it just kind of fell much quicker and much more in a straight line. Okay, so what this is saying is that the Russell, if you're having trouble trading the ES, I would switch to the Russell or the NQs. Okay, and the reason why is because the Russell, it extends more. It's quicker. Okay, so when you get in the trade, you're going to be right or wrong faster, and if you're right, you're going to get rewarded for it more. Okay, the ES is very choppy. It's just back and forth. So the chances of you getting stopped are greater, or the chances of you being in a trade and being convinced to get out is greater trading the ES. Okay, so um, basically after this blue bar high, okay, people that have had the course and the indicators for a long time, they would use this as a very aggressive short, okay, because it's saying that this move up is over. That's an aggressive way to trade. Okay, would you have made money? Yes, you would have made money, but it's a more aggressive way. Okay, so let's look at the ES one more time. And you'll see the difference. Okay, it's very choppy. Okay, so on the bigger picture, let's look at the Russell. Off of the bigger picture, we had this 674 high as our high target of this move. Okay, just like we had the 605 as our lower target. Okay, so basically we were looking for a retracement down into this zone. Okay, we came right down to it from our higher target. So this is the email where we said 631 is our lower target. It was hit down here. Okay, so basically when a bigger target is hit, like here or here, this is a 60-minute chart. So you'll see that it bases out. Okay, there's multiple bars, multiple hours of being in this zone or at this zone. Okay, so knowing you are at a bigger 60-minute level, an important level, can tell you a couple things. And the first thing is that the 3 and the 10-minute are going to be choppy because the 60-minute is basing. Okay, so everyone who attended the webinar, we had a slide that said don't get in each trade or every trade like it's a home run, because it's not. Okay, if you're trading in the impulse direction of a 60-minute chart and you take it long, that could be a home run trade. But if the 60-minute is basing, there's no way that the 3 minute is going to be a home run trade. So don't hold it like it's going to. So our outlook, since that 631 low is hit, was to be quicker exiting the trade. Don't hold it for a home run. Look to scalp a few points out of the Russell on each trade. 2 to 4 points, be done with the trade. So meaning, let's say it's a 3 minute chart, one of our stop methods is this moving average. But if we are contracting and we start expanding, we want to take profits into the strength. We don't want it to pull back because the range is going to be tight inside the 60-minute contraction or basing. Okay, so let's look at the difference today as well. On the Russell, we broke this prior high from Friday. Okay, the ES we did not, and the NQs we did not break it. Okay, we start out our nightly outlook with the Russell. Okay, and our outlook was to actually break this high and then have a pullback. Okay, we were going to look for it to pull back this whole move from this low to this high, and we're in the process of doing that. Okay, so there's a correction pattern in process right now. So tomorrow is going to be a fairly big decision day. Is this level going to hold and extend higher, or are we just going to break down and break this low? Okay, so looking at this chart, there is an inverse head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay, here's the neckline. So we could be testing this shoulder tomorrow, and it could be just kind of choppy, or we could really break down, or if this level holds, we could really come back up into this range and retrace more of this whole move down. Okay, this level, or actually this level, is a fairly substantial number for the low. Okay, and we did have blue bars on the 60-minute down here. So it might get pretty emotional tomorrow, so just trade accordingly to that. Okay, so let's look at the 10-minute ES. Pretty much breaking it down. Not a whole lot happened today. We're basically in this wedge. Okay, which if we break the wedge, we're probably going to go lower. So we're really going to trade the second session outlook. So a lot of blue bars, like a big move is starting. Okay, so tomorrow could get pretty wild and emotional. But I would not just jump on short and hold it, because it could be pretty choppy. Because basically we're still in this zone. Even if we break this low, we could come down just a little bit lower and still come up into this range. So corrections are not as easy as impulse moves to trade intraday. Higher odds of getting stopped. So just trade accordingly to that. And if you have any questions, you can email us at trade@eMiniSchool.com.